Alright, let's get started, huh? How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to some Avorion. Good to see you, Avorion. Oh boy, today is gonna be a good little chill day, I think. Let me start a little bit of music here. Okay, so when we left off in Avorion, we had the station here that was pretty much wrapped up, and we were talking about kind of production chains that we want to eventually hook over to it and things. I did go ahead and copy the station and throw it on kind of in a quick 180 fashion onto itself so that we can kind of have two ends. One will have this docking port end, and the other one is going to have eventually a hangar for shuttles to operate from. So that is something kind of neat and cool. There's going to be solar panels in the middle of this eventually, but you know, today isn't a station building day. Today is potentially a shipbuilding day. So first thing first is I want to decide on how big of a ship to make. It looks like we might end up going about 500 meters. Because I want it to be about twice as big as our current gunboats, patrol boats and stuff. If that makes sense. So let's get away from the station a little ways. Go ahead and found a ship. It's gonna be our tier 2 ship. Tier 2. Forget it. Boom. Just like that. Alright. So, our voxel grid that we're going to be doing is we're going to lay it out with kind of 2 scale step objects here. If that makes sense, and we will use voxel grid. That is good. This goes pretty good, Lycan. How's it going? Alright. Here is our center block. Yeah, construction of the frigate begins. I have no clue what this thing's gonna look at. I have not looked at any sort of reference or anything like that, but do know roughly that we want the long axis to be about 500, right? And in fact, I might make this a wider ship than long. How cool would that be? Well, that'll be a little different. So maybe something about like that in terms of overall scale. And what I might do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring a little frigate over. Or I could buy here just for another sense of scale. Yeah, how's everyone's Monday going? Hopefully pretty good. It's the start of the awesome work week. So let's see, this ship is 269 meters long. Should be just about a little over half the length of this long axis, right? Looks like it. No, it's also upside down compared to that. Okay, defend this sector, defend, back into here, build up. Alright. So, our current ship is there. This is going to be the new one. So, it's going to be decently large, I think. Roger, we're going to be trying to build the frigate, which is basically going to be this awkward and dumb design session, I'm sure. Never made a ship that's more wide than long before, because that's just kind of like antithetical, right, of normal ship shape when you're thinking. But honestly, it could be interesting to do, and it gives me the opportunity to kind of make it asymmetrical in a way. Need to get back into Avorion. Been playing Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2. I mean, that's a good game too. You know, I can't complain about Mountain Blade. So I'm just thinking here. Let's try and come up with some general shapes, right? So what I'm gonna do to do this is I'm gonna come down here. Okay. And start with the same shape. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can kind of test general shape language. Right? Because I could theory go with something like that. Or maybe curved in a way. And more swept back later. could go for something like that if I wanted like to have like a mono wing kind of design. But I don't think it's as brutalistic as my first ship here. Kinda like that. And I like the asymmetry of the previous ship too, which is always cool. Asymmetry sells. So if that's the case, we could do almost like a wide cockpit here. Right. Something like that. I could almost... I could go really off axis with it, right? Could even make these kind of sweep down too. It's gonna be a frigate. I'm just trying to come up with a silhouette that I kind of like. So that's the sticker. Do the silhouette first. No, not always. I didn't do that on on this blue ship here. This is, if this was like Planet Coaster or something, I'd be saying this is called, what I call like gray boxing, which is a pretty common, almost dev phrase to have. And what you're doing is you're just testing shape design a little bit. And honestly, for you guys, this might not make any sense visually at the moment. But it doesn't need to make sense necessarily to you guys, it just needs to make more sense kinda me. So that I can get a feeling on if it will hit the design points that I kinda want with it. So like for example, right now it's a perfect square in terms of area, but because, you know, one side's sloping down, this is a little bit farther back than up here, you know, it doesn't feel like a square. Yeah, you guys sadly can only see that. But in my head, this doesn't make much more sense than what it is right now anyways. To be honest. It needs to go farther out though. I'm about 200 meters short on length here. So the only way I could think of to do that would be to step it down a little slower and then throw an additional length onto it. So now we're stepping down in twos. Not quite. I don't think. It is a big boy ship. I mean, just this by itself, it's funny. Just how scale works, right? This already has more HP than this ship here. Right? So we're at 95 kilotons of mass. This one's at 13. So you're gonna see how much mass and just total volume really matters for this stuff. I don't know if I like the wing thing going on. Or if it's because it's not, just not there yet. How scaled down is my blue ship? I think that's its original size. I think that's the size that I built it at. Let me just check. Yeah, it is scaled a little bit. Not by much. I think I scaled it up a little bit. I think I scaled it up after building it by 25% or something like that. So it's actually a little bit bigger, honestly, than when I built it. Okay. Also, out of curiosity, do any of our... No, we don't have any captains. Here, let's pop that off. Don't want that. Don't like this either. Debating on Bannerlord or Avorion. Flip a coin, man. It's pretty cool to control a sector, though. My little fleet's just patrolling around right now. I think I need to buy another patrol boat, just like one more, and then just get rid of these miners so we can make a new one. Alright, so that was potential solution number 1. So another one. Let's maybe bring back with here. So the problem with this design to me, or something like this design, it just makes me think of Elite Dangerous a little bit. Too much like a Cobra or a Sidewinder, you know, you have this kind of wedge. Design, it's not like overly inspiring to me. Also a little too Trekky. Like, I don't like Trek, like Star Trek ship design at all. Not a huge fan of it. You know, like, well, if I start doing this, someone's gonna be like, well, why don't you just finish and make it a circle and then have like a little branch hanging down and then the engines, you know, make it Star Trek. Nope. Have it monohull. I should almost just do sketches. That'd be faster for me than doing this in the game. Okay. Sorry, I'm just in my head a little bit here, mapping something out. I think a wider than long ship would be cool, though. Hard thing is just how do you do that? Because I mean, I'm used to building things more historically oriented, and this is a pretty sci-fi futuristic look. I don't really have the design language in my head for it. I could go more angular, almost like an A-wing from maybe Star Wars. But A-wings aren't wider than, like, the only wider than tall or wider than long ship that I can think of in Star Wars is a B-wing, right? Because how the cockpit in that kind of works. So far, I've built all the other ones, starting from the engine going forward. I could do that again. Or I can just choose a different spot. Just kind of wing it, right? Actually do 0.5 and 0.5. And I need something a little bulkier here to get volume down. Okay. I think I know. I think we're just gonna start. All right, and I want the asymmetry. All right, that's gonna be important, I feel. Okay. Boom, boom. Doop. Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Hold on. Step down. Where am I going from there? Type J star stuff was a what? I don't even know what that one is. J type star skiff. What even is that? a Naboo ship? Alright, look. Alright. Here, let's be honest. Everything before episode 4 doesn't count. Okay. And I don't include the prequels a lot when it comes to Star Wars, like, design to me. Bop, 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 bop. More sleek, you're gonna make an inspiration of the Ebonhawk too. It's a more bulky ship light too. No, I wouldn't. To me, that's not more wide. More wide to me is it has to be at least 50% wider than it is long. The Ebonhawk is almost within the same box. You know, it's not technically much longer or wider than it is in any other direction, right? So, but the Ebonhawk is a cool design. I agree with that. I've never seen it before, but just want to see what potential. So waiting for this mothership Spaceballs. Oh yeah, vacuum cleaner. True. Something like that. Let's see, do I like that shape? Tough to say. Still a little early. Thing. Something like this can always easily become a dud. Okay. Nope, don't like it. Pop that thing off. What if I simplify it a model more? Okay. Hold on. I need more basic shape. Alright, more basic shape. Okay, 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 okay. See, this is the stuff that I love to cut out on videos. Part of me hates streaming builds for this exact reason. It takes so long. Do I want engines in the middle? Do I want 2 engines on one on each side? 4 engines, 5? Like, it's tough. Okay, that's the Ford. Let's come up with height. You have to come back and all's good, but as I sit down and go to move my minor, pirates attack and destroy you. There you go, GG. So if I do something like this, I'm worried that it's gonna feel a little bit StarCraft. That is the scale, though. Droid landing craft. Oh yeah. Perk Friday, dude. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. Ross, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. I'm assuming I'm about to get botted again here on Kick. It feels like just waiting for that bot message. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. I had to ban another bot today, guys. Isn't that awesome? Don't you love bots? Alright. Forward. Keep throwing boxes on here until we come up with some sort of skeletal hull. Little hammerhead shark-like, huh? Again, this is why, you know, doing a design like this always just makes me think of the ships in StarCraft, right? See, I don't know how thrusters would work on this one though. Maybe that's just what I should do always. Let's just build the thruster bays and go from there. You know, I don't think I have the ability to pre-plan spaceships like I do other types of builds. Alright. Let's get some engines in here. I'm gonna put them behind this line. I want I like the idea of having them split for even force on the hull. It's just probably better for the craft. So do something like that for the engines. Okay. And then we're gonna need some power. Wait, I can't do generators with that. Okay, I need to actually change sites. Oh, crap. I didn't know that. Jesus. Alright, hold on. Need to change the location. I don't have a shipyard here. Apparently, having a shipyard is important. Who would have thought? Oh, good thing I didn't get too far. Look at this cool space station, chat. Once we have a hangar bay in here, that'll look nice. It'll look nice. So it's been an hour so far. Haven't had any progress to show for it yet. Pretty standard Uthris stream, to be honest, right now, at this rate. I think I'm gonna go back to the original kind of silhouette. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just here to chill and lurk, yeah. Yeah, my streams aren't really popping off like they used to at any level. You know, part of me is, chat, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of like, why do I still try and do content, you know? I feel like I've been coasting in the content creation grind for the past 5 years. I haven't really been into it. Let's go over to the shipyard. In our Galaxy tour, we have vast open space to look at today. True. Super vast open space. Let's try again here. Okay. Shoulder, shield. Shoulder, shield. Okay. The pauldron design. I think it's kind of what I'm gonna call this in a way. So let's get our guide. That's our guide in terms of size, okay? But I'm gonna be building above it, all right? Just so you guys know. And I'm gonna be starting at the rear of the ship. Okay, pretty standard so far. And we're gonna make this 1 by 1s instead of 2s, okay? This is gonna be a pretty asymmetrical ship, I think. Alright, that's gonna be the goal. Asymmetry. Need a temporary connection here so I can pop that off. This is 10 by... Yeah, let's cut that in half. Speed's gonna be pretty key for us here. Let's throw some generation. Here. And energy storage. Come in Boom. Yeah, we'll have to see if this works. Alright. So in terms of engine kind of looks. Let's do 1, 3, 1, I guess. Okay. These are some pretty big engines. I just see long term how they shape out. On that note, let's actually just do that. That how I want this to work. Don't think so. Let's pop that. Oh, God, dang it. I mean, these don't have to be the set engines that I put in here. Maybe I should just design the looks of the exhaust and then fill it. Right? So I'm actually going to scale it to 0.5 and 0.5 to do this. Just so I have a step to go down. Almost. So what I would like to see like engine exhaust, right? Brake, of some kind, whether that's like a power bank or whatever. And then we go back to exhaust. We get another brake. And then we finish up with a third one. Okay. And then over here, something a little bit more rounded. If they're gonna be round and a little smaller, this needs to be a bit taller. Okay. So there's this guy over here, which is probably going to have combined elements of both. So for example, maybe we can do that's not right. Something like that. All these are going to need to get pushed in and out, but I can actually just pull the exhaust. I'm going to extrude the exhaust out towards us, I think, to kind of start getting that distance figured out. So, this cowl, for example. Do something like that. platform. Okay. Well, let's just do lights. Isn't there a some sort of engine block in this game that like lets you like almost mimic a engine port, but it's just aesthetic? Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. Woo, that's bright. Hey, Jordan, how's it going, dude? I just sworn there was that engine block. These lights are just like too crazy, man. Okay. I guess I could just color it myself. So I was all sick yesterday until I forgot the server reboot, but it seems to have stabilized at 10 gigabytes of memory for the last few days. Actually went down a tad a bit earlier too. Nice. That's good. Alright, let's seal this off so I can actually see. Holy cow. I feel like I'm going blind from looking at these engines. Alright. By the way, how's the audio, guys? Is the music too loud or anything like that? Let me know. At the moment, I'm kind of on autopilot tonight. I'm tired. Sounds good to you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm just starting to fill it in a little bit. Let's use mirror mode here a little bit, as we should be. simulate our engine color. Let's do that. Man. This is tough. Can't decide on making this part look smooth or not. I'm having a bit of a hard time here. Hold on. I think I have an answer. this is still wrong somehow here. There we go. Choom. Nah, I don't need more than the bottom two little outie bits. And then let's do only like a couple, and then maybe that iron light here. I just suggest on the sides, bottom, and outer corners use thinner pieces. I don't know what you mean by thinner pieces in that regard. Like scale down to like 0.25? Yeah, I might even need an example. You have no idea what... That sounds like an issue. Just have some extra bits on this one. This one we can do it on the bottom. By the way, this ship is gonna take us multiple streams to do, guys. It's just, it is what it is when I try and build something sci-fi. You know, if you've been here since the Planet Coaster days when we did the sci-fi park and everything, you guys know that Uthris has problems when it comes to this genre. So. Okay. Main. These guys. I don't know yet still for these guys. That's a tough one. We are making money though, by the way, let me tell you. Our alliance is up to 33 million credits. Just chilling there. For this to make sense, I may have to bring this closer to here. Like when I see the scale of everything right now, this... how wide things are, just kinda... it's kinda like, why? So... I'm losing that armature for now. And we're just gonna focus on this core for a second. I'm gonna draw it, but I'm not an architect or an engineer. It looks good either way. Alright. It's funny how I prefer starting with engines over anything else. Let's walk this up over to here. This is just the engines themselves. This isn't like the armor that's around the engines or the other little effects, you could say. Let's pop these off. So we have some more internal space. Okay. Let's go back up to the scale of 1. So I can just kind of measure things out again. Let's go forward a decent amount. And fact, this needs to ship and sector blah 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 is under attack. What's going on over here, ships? The mining ships are struggling. Because there's pirates choosing to fight away from my stations. That mining ship might blow up. Oh no. Didn't do it. Well, that's convenient. I'll need to repair it. I'll need to, I need to send these guys on another mining mission. Honestly. Is there not any more loot? It's all white garbage. Come on, man. Where my purples at? Send them off. The stations can actually just straight up defend themselves. Each of my station, you know, like some of them are, you know, for example, our habitat station. This thing has 345k HP, 135k shields, which for the area that we're in is honestly pretty good, and it has 10 turrets. So, you know, you can see it's got a decent coverage too. Because they're all kind of spaced around the ring. And then even our temporary turrets, something like our solar power plant, that is not custom at all, you know, 26k shields, and still 10 turrets on it. So it can defend itself from anything that attacks the sector pretty much, outside of probably like an NPC fleet, but we're actually pretty good standing as far as I'm aware with any alliance. Diplomacy kind of around us. Yeah, we have excellent at the Idalinki Republic, and then the states of Uthris. They're neutral. Peaceful, careful, generous, honorable, must negotiate alliance. Need no alliance right now, because I'm worried if I allied with these guys, I don't know if these two are fighting each other or not. Honestly, I wonder if there's a way for me to tell if anyone's at war with each other. Doesn't look like it. Unless there's a, yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's go back to our little... Forget. Alright. I think out here is where I want those other engines. And honestly, you know, I might just do a perfect symmetry on this. I don't think I need an asymmetrical ship on this one. You know, the last one was asymmetrical. This one, maybe we can do a little bit more symmetrical. One. With this 390. Alright, I think I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It's to my own freaking detriment. Don't know why I'm doing this. No, I don't think it's gonna work. It's too, like, one-dimensional. The only way I can think of to change that is to group these engines maybe a little bit different than I'm doing. So I can do a group of 3 there. It's just... It's almost like these engines are bigger in a surprise face over there. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I have no idea. How many times have I said I have no idea? This stream seems like every 5 minutes. I might have to just simply work over to that point. So in the interim, what we'll do... I don't know why the shadow of that one's so weird. It almost looks like it's floating. Do I want something like that? I don't know. I mean, that might be enough. A little bit of armor around that. Could be enough. See, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of Thorn and his ability to just like throw ships together. Like, I can't do that at all. Alright, we got that. See if I cut that off. I might get floaty bits deleted. Nope. Okay, good. Things are still connected. That's what I want to see. Yeah, foreign. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. Like, we're going on hour 3, and I have some engines. No ship, you know. And I'm already far away from like my initial what I wanted. Doesn't mean we might not be able to get there. Just means we have a little bit of a road ahead of us because, so like if I'm using, you know, those engines as an example, right? What the total length of the ship is gonna be that, right? And the total width needs to be something like that. I actually like the height that it's at right now. I think that's a pretty good height. We're really working in the power of 2, or not really power, but like in multiples of 2, right? It's 250 meters long, 150 meters tall, 500 meters wide, right? So it's you know, the length is twice as long as the height, which is, you know, twice as long as the width, right? So. I think what I might try and do is just start working on the wingtip over here. Start figuring that out, and as we get closer to the center, right, we switch to the other side, start working on this wingtip and figuring that out. Maybe that might be the best way to do it, and then somehow get everything to jive in the middle. By the way, I downloaded some of the DLC. So for example, we can now accept missions from the Rift Research Center, which are pretty hard, honestly. But if we complete some of those missions, we can actually buy some of these pretty crazy items. Salvager class carrier controller. Unarmed turret starts +2. Cargo hold plus. Fighter squadrons +1. Yeah. Controls additional fighter squadrons. Max 10 squadrons. Cruise cargo hold. I love some of the descriptions on this. Assimilate destroyed enemies into your army. Friends too. Everything actually. Interceptor class turret subsystem. Armed turret slots +2. Plus acceleration. This is really good. Like, look at this. This is gives me more radar range. Highlights areas with mass. When I arrive, it auto scans and notifies for interesting objects of the sector. That's really good. It's like the combination of 2 controllers. That's what I really kind of like about this thing, is the fact that it's you kind of get 2, you know, subsystem types combined into one. it is pretty handy, in my opinion. Alright, I'm actually going to look at a reference, I think. I think I know what I want this thing to look like. Alright, we'll see if I can do something like this. You guys can't see what my reference is. I'm not using it directly, but I'm just kind of getting ideas for shapes. So, what I want like shaped like that. Space these out in halves. Shaped like that. Shaped like that. Are gonna come forward. So I kind of want a shape going like that over to here, which will then end in a... shape kind of like that, okay? And then over here, to refine some of these details. Kind of want something like that. I might have to push this side out a little bit more, but there might be, you know, little engines at the tip of these things. I haven't decided what they are yet. I think one of the biggest issues with this build for me right now is I don't have like a story for every section of the ship, which I tend to try and do. Again, I honestly think that's pretty important usually to have. might only get 2 of these for the rest of the normal haul of the ship. Which I may only want, like, this center part. You know, we might only say take this center to there. Attach everything else almost like via wing. I just don't like how inline, you know, that appears. So what I'm gonna do, I wonder if I can use cut. Flip this around. I really want this thing to droop a little bit. You know, move forward. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I think, or at least eventually, Corner's putting out. Yeah. I think this gives me a good base shape. Gives me a solid base shape to work from. I'm glad we have a little bit of the engine bay in. This might need a little bit of rework, but I think that'll change when we start like skinning it. You know, even this thing might end up kind of going. But I think something like that will give us a lot of interest if I can pull it off. I think this will have a little engine, this will have a little engine, this will have a little engine on it to kind of balance out the engine a little bit. I mean, it's at 5k HP, which is kind of funny because, what, our previous ship was at 5k? So this is no armor, no shields, nothing like that. In terms of size, though, it's still a little undersized. So maybe when we finish it, I might just scale it up directly a little bit. Maybe by like another 25%, just like what we kind of did on that one. Just so it's a proper increase from our gunboats, right? Yeah, and I'm going to come up with like what each of these little modules are so that I can kind of design their overall look and feel. I'm thinking these long bits are going to be shields, Kind of like your shields generators. This is probably going to be our scanning branch. In fact, here, let's color code some of this. Color coding might be something that I need to do too. Alright, so we'll say green is shield, right? So this is going to be shield stuff. Okay. Shield stuff. Sensors, we'll do like a purple. Sensors, array, and things. Spaced armor, we'll do like an orange. Just like general armor bits. Power, we'll do... or other utilities, do more like blues. So I think that's kind of what those modules are going to end up being. And hopefully when we, put the armor on, I don't know where I want the cockpit to be yet. For all I know, the cockpit could be over here, with the sensor equipment. Or the living quarters, no idea yet for that. But I'm sure we'll get there. And then the underside, we do have some depth here to work with and play with. To kind of fine tune and things, but I think this is honestly a pretty good spot. Maybe a good spot to kind of stop for the evening before I completely burn out. And plus I'm tired. So, tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Thanks for chilling with us. Even though there's not many of you nowadays, appreciate the people who do show up and things. Yeah. So with that, tell you what, guys, you all have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Space Engine. Not Space Engineers, Avorion. I'm gonna work on this a little bit, maybe tomorrow throughout the day if I have a little bit of time to just kind of start cleaning it up a little bit. But I think we'll have a lot of the design shapes and things figured out tomorrow. I think this is progress, every little bit. So with that, have a good one. We'll talk to you guys later.